Here we go. Good afternoon, adventurers. That's right. You know what time it is. It's Friday. We're here at the Collective, John's Dungeon Corner in Altamont Springs, Florida. Ooh, I like the way I just kind of jumbled it all up. Kind of crazy, but it's Friday, and you know what that means. We're going to talk Dungeons and Dragons. That's right. We're live. So here we go. So, wow, look at all this cool stuff, right? Be careful. Wilbur over here is, well, he looks a little hungry. Just a little bit. Calm down. Calm down. Don't be eating things. Take it easy. But you know what? He's in the holiday spirit. Talking about holiday spirit, we got all kinds of cool things that came in for all you dungeon masters and people that love terrain. I don't know where to start. Oh my gosh. Let's let's start right here. Let's start with the maps because you guys know I love the map, the different types of maps. So this is a towns and taverns map set. Look at this. 80 maps, 80 map pages. Look at this craziness. So you got 2 books. Each one has 40, right? And you can set them up however you want. So they're 2 foot by 2 foot. So you can have a nice square 2 foot by 2 foot area. That's really nice. Yeah. Look at that one. Town and taverns. I like it. I'm going to have to end up getting one of those. Hey, look who finally showed up. Han?
I'm only 2 minutes late.
She was on her way 3 hours ago.
Yeah.
No, I'm just kidding. There she is, the co-host.
I'm here.
It's Donna. Give her a round of applause.
Thank you.
Round of applause.
I know you're all doing it at home.
They're doing it at home. All right. So, yes, I was going to talk about. I'll let you talk about these then.
Gift certificates.
I don't feel like talking about these. No, here you go. You talk about it.
Don't do it then.
I won't do it. You do it.
Gift certificates.
Oh, wait. Let me finish talking about my mats first.
I'll just go.
I was doing my mats. But no, okay. So now this is, remember that first box of adventure that I showed you guys and I ended up getting because it was really cool? This is a second box, the Coast of Dread. This has some RPG maps and tokens. And yes, it is cool too. I like these. They're like, they have everything in them. I mean, they're really neat. 24 maps, 300 tokens. They're 11 by 17 maps is what they end up being. Really nice. They fold out really cool. They are amazing. These boxes are like these all-in-ones, and you can't beat them for the price. I'm going to tell you, this is an adventure in a box, and it helps out with just about everything that you're doing. Really neat. And last but not least, talking about the tokens, these are tricks and traps. Hundreds of perilous pieces. These are cut out tokens of terrain, and you put them down, and they're just traps. I mean, who wouldn't want them? 225 of them to be exact. That's crazy. 450 designs. They're wet and dry marker compatible, and that's one thing I really like about all this is when you can use either the dry or wet erase, because sometimes, remember when they used to be, no, you can't see that. Oh my gosh. But anyway, I love the dry wet erase concept. Okay, so now let's go ahead and talk about these gift cards.
Yeah.
Because these are really cool. Let's talk about the gift certificates.
Gift certificates. You can put however much you want on them. One is Spider-Man, one is Batman. We do have.
So DC and Marvel, huh?
Yes, kind of. Spider-Man is kind of somewhere in the ether with all of that.
Is he? Really I thought he was a Marvel guy.
He was owned by Sony for a long time. And then I don't know, like, I think they had both DC and Marvel had the rights to use him, but like.
He's such an abused character.
It was a very bizarre thing, and I don't know anything about any of this.
Oh dear. That's okay.
I'm
hey,
now
something for you to look at. Hey, Daryl, how's it going, bud? Welcome to the show. Hey, so that's really cool. No, seriously, these gift cards. I got one for my birthday.
We have envelopes, so you just put the big amount of money, the big
Big.
I just bought one of these for one of my players' birthdays, actually.
Oh yeah,
So we put like $50 here. We put
That's a
his
good number.
name right there. It was a good number for turning 20. I think $50 is pretty cool.
wow.
Um,
My birthday was Wednesday. What's up with that?
Nobody told me.
See, that's the guy. I got one. Huh? See, so I know from
And-
experience. I love.
And
these
you
things.
weren't here.
Oh yeah, whatever.
Yeah, whatever.
Whatever. We've had so many cool birthdays this week. Not Donna's, obviously.
Because I have a birthday month, not a birthday.
Oh, forget it. We're done with you. You're done.
And it's also a national holiday. Thank you
Oh
so
wow.
much. It's not.
We have too much fun. All right, back to Dungeons and Dragons, but definitely the gift
Yes.
cards are a must thing.
Yes.
Must.
And this, you pay without tax, you get the money off pre-tax. So it'll be like if this is $30, it just takes the $30 off of here and not like all of the extra stuff.
Wow.
So
nice.
that makes it go a little farther, which I think is super cool.
I like that.
So
So instead of 50,
Get some
next
of
year you
those.
give me a $500 one to make up for all the years that
yeah, because I
haven't gotten
have
one.
so much money.
Anyway, that's my co-host. I don't know where I find them. All right, so let's talk about now. Oh man! So look at these treasure crates. These are really neat. Our terrain crates, treasure. Listen, I'm talking about treasure. But these terrain crates are really cool. Check these out. These just got in. They are amazing. You can set them up here on the map boards. That one has what, 22 different pieces?
This has a lot. This has 22 pieces.
That one has 22.
Big piles of chests.
Oh,
big
this is
piles
really
of
neat. And then this
money,
is the dungeon.
swords.
This is a dungeon essential one. This one has 27 pieces in it.
Oh, this one's nice. This one looks like it could be like an evil, like
A library.
the bad guy's office is filled
right?
with this stuff. Like
That would be kind of cool.
Our guild or something. That,
This one, how many pieces? Oh, this is the one. Yeah, this is the marketplace.
Oh, I'm
Yeah,
gonna
the
show
town
this
center
one.
here. This is the town center. That one's got like 60 some odd pieces.
That's a lot. It's all kinds of stuff. Build your little city out. Put your little marketplace in there. It'll be.
This is a nice. These are amazing. The number of pieces of equipment that come in here. This one has 68. Look at that one. That's a nice one
68.
too.
Wow.
68. So I
That's
mean,
69.
69, 68.
Really cool.
That's
Little
amazing.
Torture devices and stuff. Oh, benches, whatever they are.
Torture device. We know where that is. Okay,
Beds.
come on back here. All right, let's talk about something else. Okay, the torture chair. And don't you go nowhere. So anyway, so we have another special guest whose birthday is this weekend, and so we're traveling around, running around for her birthday today. This is Hannah, who I talk about. You guys have always heard me talk about my daughters and Hannah and Hope. Well, this is the older one, Hannah, and she plays D&D too. She's been playing for a little bit,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Right. So what got you into D&D?
Well, just hanging around you and my dad playing.
Oh,
it
see, she
back
blames it
when-
on us.
Back when I was 5, you both introduced it to
5.
me.
Look at that. See, we get them young. We get them in.
That's the
And
best
then,
time to
I
start.
was,
so
I
how
was
long-
very hesitant.
So
To start.
she was. That's true.
And then I started. And now
So how long did it take you?
About, I think I actually started about 10, so about 5 years.
So 5 years. At 10, she started playing. Now you playing how many games? So you started with one game just to kind of get the hang of it. How many games are you
Counting
in now?
1,
Look, she's counting. She has to count them.
4.
4 games. See what I'm saying? She's in the campaign at home, and then she's got a couple with her dad. And
Dad had
Yep.
a campaign.
see, campaigns. I tell you. So you
And you
remember
played
when
in
it first
my
started?
event. Don't forget
I
about
did
that.
play in your event.
And then, so let's talk about, so your first campaign, right? What was it like? You were 10 years old playing D&D for the first
Scary.
time. Scary? Why?
Because you had to be really on your toes,
That's true. We did.
pay attention.
We
a
do.
lot.
We did do that. We do that.
Thank you, Willie.
Hey, Willie Blanco from New York. That's what we do. We yell. We yell in this show, don't we? We do a lot of yelling.
A lot.
We don't ever just say hi. It's like, hey, what's up?
There's a lot of people turning the volume down right
Yeah,
now.
they are.
So, anyways,
So it was scary because we
Because
are a little
you-
demanding. Some of
it
us
was
were
with
demanding.
you.
With me, so blame me, of course. No, hey, you guys think that I'm kidding when I tell you my players are on top of the game.
We have
Either that or shoo, it goes right over them, and they're like, "When did that happen?"
We'll say, if we're not on top of it in your campaign, our turn's getting passed and we ain't getting no experience.
yeah,
points.
we keep right on going. But okay, so from then, right? But you learned the basics,
I learned the basics and now
and that wasn't
play-
5.0 back then.
No,
that wasn't
that was
5.0.
3.5,
Yep,
which
3.5.
is a
Interesting.
little. It's interesting. It's a little harder to to get where you need to
Okay,
be.
so then let's jump to the forward. We start the campaign. It's in 5.0. Now what? How do you feel now about it?
A lot better. I've gotten out of the comfort zone of being always the cleric, and now I play the fighter. I play a barbarian in 2 campaigns.
Yep, there
I
you
play a
go.
fighter in your campaign.
An archer, actually.
Archer fighter.
And that's the Tabaxi.
That
Now, what do you play in the other campaigns?
one is an Earth Genasi barbarian,
Okay.
and one is a Goliath barbarian.
Look at that. So there, she's got different races, different classes.
And I have one
Crazy.
other one, but I can't remember that one.
See, so that's fun though, right? So you're having a good time. Now you play. We got a bigger game. We got our big game.
Yeah.
Which has like 10, 11 players. What are the other games like?
Just a lot more relaxed because it's only about 7 players.
That's relaxing.
Whereas-
7.
Whereas yours is like 10 to
Yeah,
12.
10 to 12.
Almost
That's
all the
okay.
time.
There's a game here that has how many? 18? 19?
He's over 20.
He's over 20 at a time, so it gets crazy. It takes time to get a turn done, but you know.
No, it
It's
really
If
does.
anybody wants to DM,
Come out. Yeah, we're going to talk about that in a little bit, though. 'Cause that's actually one of our topics. You know,
Not me.
sorry. So go wander around.
I'll
Go
be
wander
over
around.
my
Thank you for
drink.
coming.
Of course.
And if you see Hannah today, tomorrow, or Sunday, give her a hug. It's her birthday. It's a birthday. It's a birthday.
happy birthday.
So yeah. So wow. Okay. Okay. So here's the topic. All right.
Yeah.
A lot of people are running campaigns. All these they hear us talk about all these campaigns. And I talked about this way back in January when we talked about the D&D thing.
Back in the day.
Really didn't sit there and get into it though. I just kind of threw it out there.
Mhm.
But here's the thing: people want to know how to integrate campaigns and how to have multiple DMs in a campaign.
Multiple DMs is fun.
Multiple DMs is fun. It can be fun. Have you done that?
I had like people shadow with me and I'll talk them through it. It's nice to kind of like if something changes really suddenly, I can go to my co-DM and be like, hey, I need you to look up some monsters that'll be more suited to
Okay,
this
so that's like a
situation."
co-DM.
Yeah.
No, see, so and that's a good one because that was actually that's one of the smaller. I say smaller. It's like I put a lot of stuff together under one topic, so like it's like a subtopic. Who's that?
Sarah's here.
Sarah, happy Friday. They're down in West Palm Beach. Oh no, in West Palm. No, I'm Palm Bay, Palm Beach. I don't know. They're somewhere down south. Yeah, so that's cool. So that I like that. That is the administrative DM, aka me.
Assistant
Yes.
DM.
So there are administrative, and I like she said that because we kind of gave it an assistant DM kind of thing, and that is the person like that. So now from there,
Mhm.
the person who's shadowing you, hey, how do you do that? Okay. And then now they get to help you do it until they learn.
Mhm.
Now there's the multiple actual DMs.
Yeah.
Where, okay, so we're both DMs. I start the game. We're in, I don't know, just for the sake of it, we're in the Fendelvin campaign.
Yeah.
Right? They're down there. And then let's say she buys a new box set, or she wants to try something different. That she really, hey, Antonio, how are you?
Antonio.
My group has multiple DMs, and it's great. So
Yeah.
there's one. That's a practice. Exactly.
Give some
Antonio
options.
is one of how many DMs you got in your campaign, Antonio? I think he has like 3. I want to say 3, but I think it may
I
be
think
more.
it's
than
3
that.
of them now.
'Cause
Yeah.
I know it's Antonio.
Dustin.
First,
and-
hey, welcome to the show, Billy.
Hey.
Hey, Hannah was just on.
Oh, you missed Hannah.
Yeah, she was just on.
You have to
Um,
rewatch and see it again.
That's awesome. Yeah, you got to go back and see this. It's actually there to be watched. So anyway, yeah. So Antonio has 3. Is that the answer? 3. Antonio's
Yeah.
group has 3, and actually it's one campaign that just kind of shifts patterns. They just kind of take turns doing it for a little bit.
You have a few sessions to do an arc, do a
Exactly.
mission.
Now here's the funny thing. With us, I could be doing the Fendelvin thing, and then go take them into a cave or something, and boom, they go into a teleport circle. They pass through a gate, portal, whatever, and they end up in
Tal'Dorei.
Tal'Dorei, which is a totally different world,
Yeah.
totally different concept.
Right.
It's still Dungeons and Dragons, so understand that's why this is possible. Hey, come here, your dad's on, Billy's on. Come and say hi. Yeah, look. Yeah, I was watching
he
the
did
last
text-
one. Took me time to find the live one.
Oh, no,
Come and
I've
say
done
hi.
that
He did
before.
text me.
This is live. There you
Hi,
go.
Dad.
Look at this. We got family. I'm telling you, we are everywhere. Everybody's watching. Welcome to the show, Billy. This is his first time. That's cool.
Oh, I just got excited. I posted in the D&D group chat that we were
There you
live.
go.
And he goes, yes, but it says Tuesday.
So, But-
it says Tuesday still.
this is Tuesdays. We've never done this show on a Tuesday.
They do the other show on Tuesdays. They do
Not the D&D show.
not the D&D,
No.
the comic book.
Oh, that's comic book. Oh, yeah. Well, Billy's in the comic books too, so. But all right. So anyway, so back to this. So Antonio's got 3. Now, here's the neat thing. We run multiple campaigns within our party. So Billy runs one. Andy runs one. Antonio runs something separately that's kind of sci-fi-ish, but there's people within it. So there's that.
Mhm.
But also within the campaign, you can run it to where, okay, Donna, you run, what's the name of that?
Taldori.
Taldori.
Critical Role.
So I'm in Forgotten Realms.
Yeah.
Okay. They're both the D&D system. And this is where we're going to go is then you've got, and I've talked about this, Ravenloft.
Mhm.
And then you've got Eberron, and you've got, anyway, there's a bunch of, you got Dragonlance now, the world of Kryn. Hey, how are you doing? It's William Samuel Quinton.
Our third
That's the
William.
man. No, but that's our man right there. You know who he is, right? The comic book artist.
Oh,
the-
cool.
The Tales.
Yeah.
Remember the comic book that I have that I always
Uh-huh.
brag about? And
Yeah.
that's it.
That's the one.
He's the man.
Nice.
That's the man. So welcome to the show. We were talking about all the different worlds, Forgotten Realms. Yeah. So when you play, let's say you started in my world in the campaign, the Fendelvin campaign, right? That's Forgotten Realms. So we're playing. Like I said, I can transport you to another world very easily that
Mhm.
you can kind of just sink into.
Yeah.
It's not like you have to create new characters or anything. You might have to tweak. I don't even know if you have to even tweak the skills. It's pretty much the same play set.
Right, yeah, it's all the same. As long as it's in a D&D-esque or based
Right.
world, it's not like you're going over to Pathfinder or another RPG system.
Exactly. So you can transfer. That's how easy it would be. And then she may run it for a little bit and get them up to like second or third level and then warp them back. They just all one day after they finish, they're talking to somebody and they just start fading. And now they're back in Fendelvin.
Yeah.
I mean, you can do so much stuff with that. I mean, and that's like the cross world. Okay, now we're going cross worlds in there.
Mhm.
Actually, William, you have a world. What is your world called? Because he has a really neat set of adventures that I have saved up
Mhm.
to run my guys through. But that's in his world, but it's all 5th edition compatible, so you can play in it.
Yeah.
And that's the neat thing is with all these worlds, and let's not skip worlds. Let's just stay within, let's say, Fendelvin.
Sure.
All right. So I'm doing Fendelvin, and I do that. And then for some reason you bought the Candlekeep Mysteries adventures,
Yeah.
right? And you go, hey, I want to run in the same campaign, same area, because it's all in the southeast. Because here's Fendelvin, and right over here is on the coast is actually where Candlekeep is, which is where the monks are.
Mhm.
Candlekeep Monastery. So she runs that campaign. I get them to let's say she wants to start like 3rd, 4th level. So I run my guys to like 3rd level and I say, okay, they're ready.
Yeah.
And then I set up something where she says, okay, here's how we're going to set this up. I give them the hook, get them there, and she takes over.
All right.
And it's really cool because now she's going to run the campaign.
Yeah.
And we do Candlekeep and we do whatever Candlekeep.
My favorite is when the DMs switch their character in and everyone just acts like it's totally normal. Like that. You've been
Yep.
there the whole time.
Yep.
Well, I haven't.
Yeah, we do that a lot. I do that a lot. But it's fun though.
Yeah.
I mean, for those, especially because out there, let's see, Billy's a DM from a while now. Antonio, those are experienced DMs. Let me see who else. We might have missed somebody. Did I forget? I think sometimes people come on and I don't
It's
see
just
them.
Daryl up
Oh,
there.
Daryl. Okay, and Daryl. Okay, I just want to make sure I hadn't forgotten to say hi to somebody because that happens sometimes and I feel bad
So
afterwards.
we got Willie, William, and Bill.
Yeah, we got
Sarah
3.
and Antonio.
Well, it's funny because Willie is Wilhelm. That's his real name, which is
Oh,
William
okay.
in German, but that's not even
Yeah.
there.
We're at same.
We have 3 Wills. Will 1, 2, and 3. Except that's Willie. That's Billy.
Mhm.
And then I don't know if William William Samuel Quinton. What do you go by? Let's find out. Let's ask the artist, the myth, the man, the legend. What do you go by? Let's find out. Because we got Willie goes by Willie. and William and Billy,
I
but
go by
William
Billy.
goes by Billy. So let's see what he comes up with. I just go by John.
Yeah,
What do you go by?
whatever.
Whatever your name. So if I go whatever, you'll just go, hey, how you doing?
Well, a lot of the time, for the longest time, as I was playing D&D, playing my character, I would forget to introduce myself as my real name, and I would just say my character name. So there was like a year and a half where I was called Saber because that was my character's name, and I'll still use Saber in a lot of campaigns.
My
because-
point exactly. You see this.
Use Lavin. Dad uses things.
Yeah, all those
Yeah.
characters that we repeat, but this is great. See, she was
Yeah.
actually really into her
There's
character.
one guy that calls me Mom. His name is Harvey. He's gonna be 12 soon.
Well, obviously.
that's
Where's
an
the
okay name for me, depending on the circumstances. Don't be make it weird.
Well, he's
But
your
most
son,
people
though.
call me. Yeah.
I mean, he's your son. I mean, I'm like, yeah, well,
But if
okay.
you called me Mom, I'd be like, no, no, don't like that.
I don't
um,
understand this anymore. I don't know where this
yeah.
show is going anymore. It just kind
Yeah.
of.
We just started
But
talking
anyway.
about the wills and now our names.
Yeah, it just gets crazy. So, but anyway, so the worlds. Now, there's a lot of worlds, and then neat thing is that, like, okay, take the Forgotten Realms. That place is huge.
Right.
I mean, I'm just talking about one little part of it, which is this what they call the Sword Coast. That's that part that runs with Neverwinter and Baldur's Gate.
Mhm.
And then you've got the Fendelvin campaign that's set down here, and of course Candlekeep and all that stuff. And then up there you got the what is the north called where 10 Towns is. Anyway, 10 Towns, that's where Drizzt Do'Urden and the Companions of Mithril, the Companions of the Hall,
Yeah.
became famous. So there's a lot of adventure happens there. But if you keep going that way towards the east, Faerun is huge.
Mhm.
All right, so there's a lot of adventure there, and it's not like you couldn't jump back and forth from different areas within it. Whether you do it with the same DM or you do it with various DMs, and that's kind of like where this was all leading is.
Yeah.
How can they incorporate more DMs? Because like with Antonio's game where he has like 3 DMs, they just take turns. In some games you have up to 4 DMs.
Yeah.
And you could do various things. As far as the transition, I think it's pretty much easy, right?
Yeah, I think just swapping in the characters, it's just really easy. Whatever treasure the party gets, the DM gets a cut of that for their character, just so it kind of makes everything still
True.
even.
True.
I
Oh,
mean,
I'm glad you brought that up.
Yeah.
Thank you. I hate to cut you off, but that you said it because it's one of the things. I had it all. I printed it out and then left it on the printer.
sounds like you.
Yeah.
Sounds like something
Because I was running because I had to come and let Porthos out and head out, and we have a big Akita. His name is
Big
Porthos,
boy.
and I always come home before I shoot off the next thing. I let him out for a little bit, and I printed it up, and I was letting him into that, set the alarm, shoot out the door, and I'm like, then I got here, and I'm like, oh.
And you didn't have it on your phone? Ridiculous. You take
Nah.
your phone with you everywhere. You
Yeah, I
should
do. I
have
should have, but whatever.
done
Then I'm
that.
trying to go like this and go, oh man.
No, then you just hand it to me and be like, Donna, read
There
this.
is
With
that. But
with
what
your
if Donna?
nice
Okay, but what if
eyeballs.
Donna isn't here? Then I'm back to oh man, what's going on here?
Well, then you pull it out of your
Anyway,
price you're doing now.
okay, so yeah, but it triggered because you said something. All right, so keeping up with the character's treasure experience and magical items that are within the party. So there's a couple of ways about doing that.
Yeah.
Now, how would you do it? Let's say your character has been playing in my campaign.
Yeah.
Or no. I'm playing in your campaign,
Mhm.
right? How would that go? Okay, my character was in my campaign. I'm coming to your campaign. So to catch me up, how do you do it? Do you how would you do it?
So, like, if you're coming in suddenly, like
Let's have
everyone's
third level.
everyone's at 3rd level. They've had a chance to find treasure. They've had a chance to find magical items. They've had a chance to go to the market. I will give you basically like a smaller cut of each of those things. So everyone was able to go and find a rare item in this dungeon that they completed. Well, you'll get a rare item or like a lesser common item. You'll get a little bit of money and you'll get a chance to like go to market so you can buy yourself a few things with the money. And then it'll be like you don't get as much because you didn't really experience it, but I'll try. And then as we're playing, I'll try to catch you up a little bit more. So like now that you're at 4th or 5th level, the next couple of times that there's treasure, maybe if you roll really well, you find a little extra so that I can get you up to speed with everybody else in a way that feels a little bit more fair.
Okay, see, so there's that way.
Mhm.
So there's a lot of ways. Now, when your character comes over to my campaign, what I'll do is I'll just match you.
Yeah.
See, I find that's the easiest thing. Both ways it work. I'm just kind of throwing these out there because what I like to do is, and I kind of make the party keep track of it, is how much did each party member get?
Yeah.
And then what kind of, of course, I have control of the magical items, so I know what's out there as far as, how many rares.
Mhm.
And yes, and I talked about this before. You can only have so many. You don't have 3 items attuned to you, so that's regardless of what campaign you're in. Now,
unless you're something crazy like a warlock, and then
Right.
your deity gives you the ability to tune to 4 items.
right?
But that's for another.
Yeah, that's
video.
another session. But
Anyway.
actually, that's something that DMs, and that's my next step is the cooperation between the DMs. Like Antonio's group is a really good example. They rotate around, and there's really not any question about, oh, well, they can't have that magical item in my game, or they got too much gold for my campaign. No, they kind of have that all worked out already. I think that's important when we talk about that. And that was one of the questions asked. How would you do it? I mean,
Yeah.
let's say,
Well, to be honest, I don't
Okay.
think you and I would ever DM the same party because
probably not.
I am real willy nilly with all of that, and I
Yeah.
would have to have a DM that matched my DMing style. And you have DMs that match your DMing style, and Antonio as well has other DMs that match his DMing style. So it kind of just has to be something that just feels natural and cohesive. Not sure if 5e has it, but in 3.5, the DM guide has a
Yes.
by level.
He
usage.
is right.
That's good.
That is right.
That's a good point.
Thank you, Billy, for bringing that up. That is true.
Yeah.
In the DM's guide, would you mind looking it up?
It's going to be in 3.5.
No, this is in 5.5. 5e has it too. Look it
Oh,
up.
they
Trust
do?
me.
Okay.
Yeah. You be my assistant DM for the moment. Well, considering you my co-host.
Well, now you have to fill in all the dead air while I find this.
All right, so I got to figure. While she's looking for that, no, but the table that Billy's actually referring to is in there, and it tells you by level how much treasure they should have, how many magical items they should kind of have in the general area. And talking about the magical items, which is what I was about to get into, is remember the 3 attuned. Now between DMs, they can go, and this is what I was really getting at. So me and Donna likes handing out magical items willy-nilly. I'm kind of a little bit concerned, but I go a little, as you saw, the kind of magical items that I hand out are not exactly your out of the book normal.
No.
So we would have to sit down and say, okay, so what are we going to do? Well, I'm going to do this. And I'm like, okay, well, that's cool. Well, I'm going to do mine like this. Is that cool with you?
Yeah.
And as long as both of you can do whatever you want. You can combine the styles. You can kind of play off of each other. It'd be kind of neat. So that works that way. But along those lines, remember, 3, let's say maybe 4, maybe even 5 in her world. You never know. But then there's a scale also. And I think the scale is where we talked about this once, where there's like 1 legendary item. I think it's like 2 very rare and then rare, uncommon, common. Is that it? It's in there. I know I've seen it. Well, it's okay. It's in there. You'd have to look at it. We're not going to worry about it. Madness Comic Network. Hey, what's up? Madness Comic Network. How you doing?
Hey,
Welcome to the
you
show.
were here last time.
Yeah.
That's
Kind
awesome.
of cool.
Thanks for coming back.
Yeah, we love it when people come back and when we get new people, and it's a lot of fun. So yeah. So as long as the DMs work and agree on spells, I mean, there's a lot of stuff that you kind of got to work out, and like the monster theme, and
Yeah.
although once you go to another world, some monsters may not even exist.
Right.
That's the other thing too. If you go like, I think you do like what's the space one called? Spelljammer. In Spelljammer, you're gonna get crazy monsters out there. Yeah, when you come back, you may not see that. You may not see some of those guys around. So if you start talking some crazy outer space language, it may not work down here.
Yeah.
Although if there's a couple of you that can do it, it'd be kind of cool because nobody else would understand.
Right. Then you can just pass secrets to each other.
You can talk about the orc.
Yeah. Man, that guy's
There it is.
That is the only
Hey.
Okay,
starting
where is it?
equipment.
Starting equipment. Oh, that's smart. Yeah, I didn't even think about that.
Oh,
1st through 4th, normal.
We just
starting
finished our
equipment. 5th
weekly-
through 10th, 500
Live
gold.
gaming.
check it out. Madness just finished up their weekly live gaming stream, Tomb of Annihilation. Now you want to talk about a crazy adventure? That's one. If you've never played a Tomb of Annihilation, you need to go see that live gaming stream and see what it's like before you get yourself caught up in it. Because they didn't name it the Tomb of Annihilation for no reason. That is really cool. So that's neat. It is wild. I agree with you 100%. And that is something that you can either these like okay, the Tomb of Annihilation is like a oldie but goodie, but it's like one of the famous ones. Okay, kind of like the Temple of Elemental Evil.
Mm-hmm.
It's a tower. You go to this Tomb of Annihilation. You go to the Tomb of Annihilation. You show up ready to die at every corner.
I hate that.
You got to be prepared. But you know what? If you're smart and you work as a group, take a rogue with you. If you don't have a rogue, just
Hey,
make a new character.
Sounds like your campaign, your 5e
Yeah.
campaign I'm in.
Sounds like most 5e campaigns. You don't have a rogue, you guys fall into every trap. Every door is locked.
Every door. That'll
that.
teach you. Just to teach
That'll
you.
teach you.
Oh
Somebody
my
better
gosh. You
multi-class
gotta
into a
have a
rogue.
rogue. Although a bard is a good secondary.
Yeah.
You know, that's the thing. A bard is an amazing character. I know people go bards, and I'm like, it is weird, the bard thing, right? Some people love them. And in some games, it's like, no way, Jose.
It depends on the person. It 100% depends on the person.
I think that's with every character, though. Come on.
Yeah. But there are people that want to play a bard because they are just the most obnoxious person in the world, and they just want to be the most obnoxious person in the world.
Oh my gosh! Look what Madness says. So Billy goes, Claire's fluid, but look what Madness said. Read that.
Pretty much. We all made backup characters. Haven't used them yet.
They
We have
made
a solid
backup
team for sure. Today was episode 34. Wow, you got to 34 episodes and you didn't need your backup characters yet? That's pretty
That's a
impressive.
good group. Hey, okay, so Madness, what's the composition of the group? Show us the composition.
Yeah.
I inquiring
What are your
minds want to know.
classes? What are your what classes you got?
Yeah, what do we got?
How many people?
I want to know.
Yeah. What's the secret sauce here?
Because
How do we-
I'm gonna tell you what, that ain't that. If you ever just look it over, you'll just close it and put it back down. Because it looks like there's traps. It's this. Listen, if you go into a place called the Temple of Elemental Evil and you expect it to be a nice place to hang out,
Nope.
if you go into the Tomb of Annihilation,
Only
Oh.
4 of you.
4.
Wizard, cleric, paladin, ranger.
Ooh, that's a
Wow.
nice group though. That's nice. No rogue, huh?
No rogue.
How are you guys avoiding the traps?
Maybe one of them has detect traps.
No.
So,
Or you got one of them that's just so buff that they just
that, yeah.
Hey,
The
listen.
paladin just books
Don't-
it through traps.
Don't laugh. Don't laugh. Once upon a time, I was actually in a game like that
Mhm.
where the fighter,
Yeah.
you know, he had all the armor class, he had all the hit points. He just go do 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 do, and with a stick, he go and
off
set
the
off
traps.
traps. Take the damage, get healed.
Yeah.
Get paralyzed, get them paralyzed.
That works really well if you have one person who's a huge, big tank, and at least a couple people who are healers,
Oh,
buffers.
a lot of mage hand. Hey, there you go.
That's smart.
One pally, 2 clerics, 1 druid, and rest doesn't matter. Okay, so that's
Wow.
Billy's idea of the party. Okay, 2 clerics, 1 druid, and a pally.
paladin.
That's interesting. That's a whole lot of healing.
That's what I'm
And
talking
the
about.
pally,
paladin.
look at that. The poly. Look at the way they talk
shield.
about the meat shield.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. The paladin just runs through traps. They just book it in there. They're just smacking walls, turning knobs willy-nilly, and stepping into like random piles of leaves or whatever, falling into holes.
She even put leaves in the dungeon. It's out of control.
And then you have your wizard, cleric, ranger, your
Oh
and
man.
your druid to just shoot off spells, feed them like
Yeah, keep the
potions.
paladin alive because he's running willy nilly
Right.
through the dungeon.
Yeah, it's a symbiote.
I'm no
What is it?
better. I'm
Well-
a barbarian.
Barbarians are good for that too.
I'm no better.
Ah, man.
Everything I come to, I'm like,
Yeah.
kill it, kill it.
Kill it. Yeah, kill it. There you go. It's a barbarian. What do you want out of him?
And
So-
I rage.
And I rage. Yeah, and I don't forget the rage.
Yeah.
So that's really cool. But that just goes to prove the point. So that campaign, it's a lot of fun. It's a higher end campaign. Okay, don't put your first little characters in them because they're gonna die at the front door. They're just gonna die of shock at the front door. But
Yeah.
when you do it, there's a hole in the wall.
Just
Just
reach
reach in
in
and
and
open the
open
door.
the
Ranger heals, nuke and tank. There, range heals, nuke and tank. There it is.
Yeah.
I mean, that's true. I mean, what levels are you in that one when you first started? Actually, yeah, I think that's like a
Where'd you start?
12th or 13th, maybe 14th level campaign
Yeah.
or dungeon. It's actually an adventure game. It's not. It's something that you can insert. I would say if you've got a really good group that wants to really get challenged, that's the one to run. The
Maybe
2 minute
that's-
annihilation.
Maybe
Woo!
I'll pick that one up for the rest of my campaign.
Oh,
We're
you'll have a
about-
blast with it. As a DM, you could have such a blast. Oh, you
Yeah.
started at one? We're not in the actual temple.
Wow.
I mean, not the temple, in the tomb.
That's crazy to start at 1.
In the Tomb of Annihilation. Each
Yeah.
episode is 2 to 3 hours. Oh, we're gonna have to check that. I'm gonna have to check that out. All right, so everybody, if you get a chance, go to Madness Comic Network and check out that very first episode to see how that went. I think that'd be kind of cool for everybody to kind of get a taste of the.
Yeah.
Now, don't if you're gonna play it though. Listen, if you're gonna play it, don't spoil it for yourself or your DM. Oh, you start at the city north. Okay.
Okay.
All right, so-
they were able to level up.
Right.
as they made
But
their way.
seriously, don't go and watch it all and then go play it. All right. Watch the first one to kind of get an idea of what's going on,
Mhm.
and then play with your DM because that's supposed to. It's never fun to read the whole book or anything, because then you kind of, even though if you only have an idea, you're not gonna remember everything. But I think if you watch episode 1, that'll be neat. Kind of see
Yeah.
how they got together and that.
See the first few hours, see what happens. We have a playlist called Madness Gaming. All the episodes are there.
Also, why don't you put your put your YouTube channel up here,
That's
or is it Madness
Yeah.
Comic Network?
Madness Gaming is probably the playlist on her channel.
Ah.
Or his, sorry. I can't.
There.
Their channel.
It's just one for me to see.
I don't know. Yeah, I can't. It's a green circle.
It's a
with,
green
like-
circle. Yep.
Blonde.
Yes.
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 Okay.
Madness. Oh, so go to Madness Comic Circle Network.
Yes.
Madness Comic Network.
Mhm.
Check on the
Madness Gaming.
Madness
All the
Gaming, and then go
episodes are there.
and all the
for
episodes. So
Tomb
I-
of Annihilation.
once again,
We-
my suggestion is if you're gonna play it, only watch the first episode just so you can kind of see it. It's what each episode is like 2 to 3 hours. So kind of jump around in it, kind of get an idea, and then go play it. If the DM wants to, if you want to run it. Now, if you want to run it as a DM, that would be an awesome way to kind of get acquainted with it. There it is. Thank you.
Nice, nice.
Now, who are we talking? Who is this at Madness Comic Network?
Yes. Yeah, what is your actual name? We've just been calling you Madness.
Yeah, I don't know. That's kind of cray. But then again, it is kind of maddening. I get it. No pun intended. Thanks for that. I feel
Pops,
Pops
Van
Van
Zandt.
Zandt. Excellent. All right, Pops. Welcome. Now we can attribute a name to it. See?
Yeah, nice.
You remember that.
Pops.
Pops. All right. So that's cool. How long you been running games or playing D&D? There's always need to find out about
Mhm.
people. It's so cool because you hear everything from I just started to I've been doing this since before they did it.
I've been doing this since
I've been doing this before it was D&D. It was P&P. Baby.
P&P.
Yeah.
Back in my day, they called the dungeon master the referee.
No, not even. No.
Yeah, they did.
The arbitrator.
No, it was referee. The very first little
Referee.
pamphlet. It was referee in there. We started the live streams last year. Long time, but new to doing live streams. Oh, cool. Heck yeah! I gotta start plugging. John.
I'm not even
Bolton's
gonna read
live
that. We're
stream.
not even gonna read that, Billy.
John's not old. He's a young whippersnapper.
I'm a whippersnapper. He's a whippersnapper. This show is really crazy today. All right, so but anyway, I think let's get back. I think that the campaign thing, I think we talked a lot about it. We just got it kind of off track.
Ash cans, yes, ref.
Yes,
Mhm.
Raph, that's true. The ash,
Right.
that's true. That is true. And they've been called a lot of other things. You should hear what my players call me sometimes when I put out a berserker, a beholder. Yeah, you should hear the names that come out then.
I'm
No,
sure. Yeah.
no, but seriously. So as far as the campaigns, I know we answered their questions and that. Just make sure that if you're going to do multiple DMs in the campaign or in different campaigns, that you just agree on the guidelines that you're going to use. You know, let's not put 25 magical items per player in the game.
Yeah.
You know, and if I think it's not a bad idea. If she said, "Well, we're gonna start out the characters all with bags of holding," I'd be okay with that. I mean, why not?
Just for the encumbrance, not
Yeah.
for the weaponized use.
Oh no, you should see. Oh, why not? That's exactly what they use. They put 100.
Yeah.
You know how many daggers, and then you go. Wah! Um,
In Antonio's campaign, at one point we were at a beach and I just started gathering all the coconuts and putting them in my bag of holding. And I was very meticulously keeping track of all of the daggers.
could you imagine how many
knives, and
of those
shrapnel
things when
and
you pop it open like that?
I had like 20 coconuts in my bag of holding. And I was just waiting.
So-
I knew we were going to get
So
to
she was
like
going to make a lot of pina coladas,
Yeah.
or someone was going to get coconutted to
Oh,
death.
we absolutely had a couple pina coladas. And then I only had like 18 coconuts. But I felt like it was still enough.
All right, so we better get out of here before he gets too hungry. All right, but hey, listen, it's been a great show. Once again, there is a bunch of cool new mats, a lot of new cool terrain, and just so much new stuff. Make sure you keep track of the collective website because the 12 days of Christmas start soon on the 13th, I believe it is. The 13th is the first day of the. Actually, we have a thing out there. Madness.
Yep, you're
Our
right,
problem with the
13.
tomb is you collect tons of loot and you can't leave to sell it. Yeah. One of the problems, that's true, because you're stuck there. When is it? The first day?
So 13th,
The 13th.
12 days of Christmas.
Christmas. So
Merry
you know-
Chrysler.
I love it. All right, so remember that there's a different thing going on every day. You got to jump and stay on top of it. So find the ones that you like, come in, or if not every day, and go from there. But otherwise, other than that, this is John from John's Dungeon Corner and
Donna from the other corner.
from the other corner. The other corner. I'm in one corner. It's crazy. We're facing the wall. No way. Wishing you a wonderful day. And as always, may the road rise up to meet your feet. May all your adventures be successful. So we will see you next Friday right here at 1 o'clock.
Eastern.
See you then.
Love you. Bye.
Bye. Say bye.
Bye.